rebound in front. Loose. They score! The Bulldogs strike first.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree here, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Finals week done and over with. End of the semester is here, but the semester, as far as this season goes, not complete yet. 2-game slate this weekend from the Arrington Ice Arena. It's the Milwaukee School of Engineering and your Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth to have a nice weekend of hockey. Bulldogs skating into this weekend with a lot of momentum from last week. They split their series with top-ranked University of Wisconsin River Falls and ended a 40-game win streak for the best team in the country. Everybody gathered at center, 20 minutes on the score clock. Puck is dropped, and we are underway from the AIA. Bulldogs have the opening face-off. This will go cross-ice for Maya Roy, up the wing for Carmen Anderson, and now a steal from Hannah Bauman. In front of the Raider bench, you have a tied puck there. Nobody can dig it free. Finally, it jostles loose. So we'll settle for Williams. We'll go across the way, going to chase it down. There's Wolfschlager. Top of the circle, quick feed outward. Maya Roy will send it in. Easy pad save for Laura Maliza as she gets her first touch on the puck. Nicole Pietrucha hops over the bench onto the ice surface, plays catch with Paige Pomerleau, and will whistle back for Pietrucha. Hunted down hard there by a speeding Annika Einbeck. A quick shot off the target as it settles in the right corner. Pomerleau, there's a quick shot from Pietrucha. Good save by Maliza. Read that one from Blade to stick. Minute and 20 gone here in the first period. They'll shake around the cage. They redistribute for Pomerleau, but was off target there as Kira Stack comes in to bring it back. Pietrucha with an extended shift. We'll play this off the end wall. Pietrucha to Low-Rye. Tangled up along the boards, dug free by Mandia. Soft pass there as it feathers to the side. Working is Bogan. Long pass. Looks to connect with Bechtold. Around the boards, this puck goes. They'll send it towards Stack, but it's quickly broken up. Angled back towards the wall, tied up again. 2 shots for the Bulldogs, none so far for the Raiders. Here's Tia LaSalle, will pick the pace up on the left wing. LaSalle drops back for Ben, a great move. Backhanded, they score! A quick play in front, the Bulldogs on the board first.
And see the smartness and the awareness from Ben here as she's going to go behind the play there, right there, and then able to dish this one right back on the backhand to LaSalle and finds the 5-hole and finds the team up by 1.
Courtney Ben, pointless last weekend, which was a big surprise for most, will pick up her 11th assist of the season. Tia LaSalle with her 6th goal, now at 12 points, and Courtney Ben at a nice 21 in her last 12. That turns into 13 today. Bulldogs off to the fast start as they get the opening goal in this game. Time winding down with 17:20 left to go in the first period. Maya Roy will skate this over the blue line. She's on sides. Pulls up, looks for options, gets to Ben, lets it go. Quick save there. Good stop from Melisa. Not a player in Courtney Ben that you want to give that much open ice to, for sure.
But she's really good at finding that open ice and finding ways to sneak behind the defense or find the soft areas of the ice, too. And have an absolute ripper of a shot.
So be fired up for Carpenter. It's broken up. We'll replay for Carpenter as she'll walk the left wing. We'll motor it in, and picking up there is Ballweg, who sends it around the boards. It's tipped out and almost kept in there by Allie Hubenschmidt. Slick feed for Crockett. Walks the near side, tries to send a pass through the slot. Looking for Catherine Trubin, but it doesn't go. Williams gets behind the defenses, does a little bit too much with the puck, and turns it over. Now finding it for Hubenschmidt, who lost her footing. Regains the steal. Now Maya Roy takes her turn at a rush. It's feathered in. She'll make changes in the process. Turned over. Hubenschmidt with a good shot. And Melisa with a better save.
See that Bulldog pressure there on the O-zone, but on the defensive side, we've seen a lot of reverses from the defense from Adrian, fooling this Raiders squad and being able to break the puck out a lot easier when they reverse it.
Now, if you look at pure record, so simple mathematics, the Bulldogs at this point in the season, 10-2-0. Their only 2 losses against SUNY Canton, that 1-0 loss in the beginning of the season, which really for most was a shock, and then the other one against River Falls last weekend, which was a tightly played game. And you look at MSOE's 2-8-1 on the year. You would figure that the Bulldogs would probably have the higher edge when you stack up the percentages going into the game. Here's a great move from Avalone as she tried to shovel a backhander from a short angle. Good rush from the defenseman as she'll go and make a change. Or rather, that was Carmen Anderson with that rush. Here's some speed from Maya Roy. Will gain the red line and slash it around the boards. Simon went to collect it, but overskated it there. Pops up in the air for McDonald, and she'll glove it down. Lowry picks up in the corner. Makes a nice move, a backhand. Loose in front, they poke at it, and another great save by Melisa. 2 on the doorstep. Maya Roy opens. Looking for Johnson, lets it go, and a nice glove snare by Melisa.
Yeah, Melisa has definitely responded well after that first goal with some huge stops right in the middle of the slot and also on top of the crease, basically, with a few rebounds that popped out. She's looking strong so far to start this game.
Melisa, only in her 3rd appearance this season, is 1-1 on the year, has a 1.44 GAA and a 929 save percentage. So one of the 2 wins this season belongs to this netminder. 8 shots already in the opening 6 or so minutes, and she's looking strong. Here's some speed from Johnson. Johnson shot through traffic, doesn't find a stick in front. Cleared out by the stick of Williams, but this will stretch all the way down. It's icing. 13:57 left to go here in the first period. Bulldogs leading this game 1-0 against the Milwaukee School of Engineering.
Yeah, they've had a pretty good start so far. They haven't much of a struggle at all, but no chances for any shots on net from this Raider team.
Offensive zone draw. Dopaida is thrown out of the circle, gets replaced by LaSalle. Played down to the wall as this is swung around. LaSalle chasing after it. wins the puck race. And now it's collected by Williams. Goes off the wall and down. Now the Raiders are able to make changes. Bounce pass. Gets to Pomerleau as she chops it up underneath the red line. Pulls up on the E-break. Fans on the first pass. And the second one looking for Ben gets through. Now it's Dopida. 2-on-1 with LaSalle on the wing. Dopida looking in front. Puck was too far ahead of her stick to get the pass off. Now still in the slot. LaSalle fighting for it. It's picked up there. A swipe by Dopida. And now Courtney Ben. Her backhand pass sent up top for Pomerleau. Goes across the way. Hansen with a rip. Tipped in front. It's still loose. Nobody knows where it was. And at the last second, cleared out by the Raiders. Bulldogs defense will play it back. Get to the red line while 3 new forwards will take to the ice. There's a delayed penalty on this play. I think it's going to be too many skaters on the ice. You saw they pulled up when they were going to touch that puck, but...
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing, because most of the time if that puck's in the offensive zone, you can make those changes that are a little bit farther away, and you can jump over the boards a little bit sooner, but it was dumped, but then immediately changed, and unfortunately for the Bulldogs, it went right across their bench, so it was an easy call for the official to make to see that there are 6 or 7 skaters out there for the Bulldogs.
Play to the corner, tied up on the dot. Now it's work to the top. Raiders on the first power play of the day. Long shot from the point. Blocker down on the ice goes Stack, but it's wide. It's cleared out. And Lilo Emerson will try and make work with it. Tipped up into the air. Takes some time off the clock. Pomerleau with a good forecheck to try and disrupt the breakout. Williams goes horizontal for Ballman. They slap it off the boards. It's redirected to the corner. Trubin puts it back the other way where it came from. Tying up is Maya Roy. He's tripped out there, and it forces Stack to cover the puck up. 11:52 left to go in the first period. 1:10 left to go on the MSOE power play.
One thing that I always find interesting about the first unit of the PK for Adrian is that they actually have 3 defensemen out there. It's not normal. Usually you have 2 defensemen and then 2 forwards, but it's interesting to see that you have 3 instead of 2.
Does it just go to show how good the defense is when you're able to put 3 defensemen on the ice at one time? Like, were you trying to go ultra defensive at that point?
And also Pomerleau gets the opportunity to play forward, so I bet she loves that, possibly jumping into a play. There's an odd-man break going the other way at the PK.
Hemmed around the boards. Amy McDonald will stop it behind her cage. Sweaters matching the posts. Waiting the play out is Sarah Kopf. And dishes over for Einbeck. Einbeck will make her approach. It's over the blue line. Is shadowed there by Hansen. And she makes quick work of that and clears it all the way down. Less than 30 seconds left to go in the PK for the Bulldogs. Doing a great job so far at killing this penalty off.
Yeah, most of the kill has been not in their zone at all. And when it was, any shot attempt was blocked with sticks or with shin pads.
5 seconds left to go in the 5-on-4. Avalone with one last clearance, gets all the way down. And the Bulldogs back to full strength and will continue 5-on-5. Hannah Bowman racing around, lost control of it as it's moved for Avalone. Dishes to the wall, now up for Riley Johnson. Riley Johnson on the right wing. Dead angle shot, looking to find the iron. And it's just snared high. Playing it back to the left now in the slot. Johnson off the post, scores! Riley Johnson with an excellent shot. The first time didn't get the bar, second time she does, and it's 2-0 Dogs.
Yeah, she was looking for those corners that whole entire time. The first one she tried to go top right, and this one she decides to go top left and finds the back of the net and doubles the Bulldog lead.
If I'm not mistaken, Johnson with a massive goal last week against River Falls. I believe it was I think it was the goal that sent them up with the lead.
Yeah, it was the second one in that Sunday game. Roy had the first one.
So Riley Johnson, the junior from Farmington, Michigan. Transfer from Mercyhurst. Gets a big goal for the Bulldogs. And we continue on at the halfway point in the frame. LaSalle with some crafty moves. Skates to the corner, tries to push it up to the point. It's intercepted. Now finally it squirts to the left point. There's a quick shot. Loose in front. Oh, and it doesn't go. Dopaida trying to swing it there. Down on her belly was Maliza. And the Bulldogs with an open net. Here's a shot from Hansen that gets blocked well by Lapsa.
Trusha there. Had that puck roll on her a little bit and went up into the netting. Fortunately here at the AIA, that glass by the bench is a little bit on the shorter side, so they're just slightly a little bit taller, then maybe it would have been able to stay in and Bulldogs would have stayed in the offensive zone.
In the neutral zone, here's Trubin. Cuts it up with a stutter step wide. Her shot doesn't go on the blocker. Now held down low. It's worked over for Betchtold. Lost it to Trubin. Skates around one defender in Williams. Trubin trying to find the slot, picked off. Now going for a skate is Amy McDonald. As Crockett right on her coattails. Pushed around the boards, tips up in midair. It's kept in and now picked up by Allie Hubenschmidt. Hubenschmidt with a good pass, goes to Crockett. Walks over the blue line, the left-handed shot, holds backhand. Trubin fires around the cage. Going to collect it there is Simon. She'll outweight this play. Feathers a pass to the side, but she gave it up in the process. Drive from the point, that's blocked. A hard ripper from Simon. Tangle up in the corner. Everybody working hard for it, and now electing to skate it is Alexandra Howe, who turned it over. Now it's Zoe Lowry's turn. Goes in and out, a great move, lost it. Johnson's shot sails high and will hit the end glass. Lowry's down in some pain in the crease. I'm sure they'll blow the whistle once they get possession, but Lowry gingerly skating back to the bench. Hopefully she's okay. This will settle in front, cleared out. Roy will step up to get it. Here's Maya Roy looking for a shot. Blocker save by Maliza. Work to the middle. Blocked in front. Doesn't go anywhere, and a quick pickup and some fast wheels from Avery Zahn. Johnson goes to Roy. Taking the outside route. Stops on a dime. Turned it over as it's cleared out. Avalone playing it in between her feet. 6:57 left to go here in the first period. Bulldogs with a 2-0 lead over MSOE. Still, there's a stick down in the far right corner. As Anderson's the first player to get there. They try and feed the slot, but nobody home to catch the pass. Hansen slides away. Johnson slap shot blocked unintentionally by the skate blade of what it looked like Lexi Jackson. Maya Roy again. Skates from the neutral zone to the O zone. Wolschlager with a hard wrister that was sent through two legs. Outside shot. Karams horizontally. some good speed. Look at Williams go. Williams working this all by herself, forced to give it away as she had no help. D-feed off to the top. Good save by Stack. Good wrist shot from Stacy Clout.
Yeah, it's good first save for Stack. Ori has to look at her stick. She went off the bench for a little bit, but went back to the bench, so she seems to be okay. It's very, very good. And good news for the Bulldog squad and the fans as well.
Yeah, not a player that you want to miss from your bench. Extremely impactful on both sides of the ice. 5:53 remaining in the first period. Raiders win the faceoff back. They try and send a shot from the point, but it's blocked. Will play down for LaSalle. In transition was Pietrucha. Fired it off the wall for Pomerleau. Pietrucha gets it right back. Blocked in front by Pomerleau. Soaked that shot up. Half pass from Pietrucha. Bulldogs still looking to exit the zone. Finally, they get some space. They'll knock it off the glass. And it's too far ahead of Ben. Now it's Paige Pomerleau with a nice move. Shifts around, has Ben behind her, left it for her, but she was tied up so she could never get the shot off. And it's covered up by Maliza as Ben looking down some Raider players. That looks like Lilo Emerson, who are jawing at one another.
Yeah, she was talking her talk a little bit there. See, if she wasn't tied up, she would have had a great opportunity there. Possibly put another one on the board here for the Bulldogs, but fortunately for her, she was tied up the whole entire time and never had a clean look at it.
Toss the draw out. There's a quick shot. Where's the puck? It's held under the pad of Maliza. Just barely held on to that. I didn't see where it went. Just looked like it disappeared.
And from her reaction, too, I feel like...
I thought maybe it went in the net.
Yeah, she possibly thought it went into the net, but luckily for Raiders that she was able just to hold on to that one right underneath her pad.
Delayed offsides as Hubenschmidt touched it over the blue line.
Yeah, that puck just barely got out, so hard for Bulldog forwards to realize that it did.
Maya Roy skates this one over the line. The Bulldog captain goes to Trubin, who lets a shot go. Tipped in front. A second whack at it. Hits the outside of the apron. It's rimmed way up the boards for Roy, who catches the pass. A one-touch feed for Hubenschmidt. Back to Roy. Over for Trubin. Her shot sails high over the crossbar with an extended blocker was Maliza. Good moves from Ballweg. As she skates through traffic, Roy will step up to take it away and shovel it back into the O-zone as the gray sweaters make changes from the benches. Given up along the boards in the feet of Lowry. Looking shot on the backhand, gets denied as she started to lean into it. That puck clanks off the glass. Roy's right there. Left it for Johnson. Holding on to it. Raiders look to get out. That's Williams who gave it up. So scrape the blue line. Bulldogs will have to play it back as it was delayed offsides. Trubin with a good pass upwards for Lowry, who gets tied up. And now it works for Bethschold. Maya Roy waiting. Long floater up the ice for Lowry. Here's Johnson, a good pass to the slot. They let it go. Simon's shot stopped by Maliza. Another great save by Laura Maliza.
Yeah, she's already got 15 shots that she's seen so far, saving 13 of them. But one thing I want to note here is that every single time that the Raiders are trying to clear the puck, the defensemen for Adrian are right there, and they step up and send it right back. Extremely tiring for this Raider defense.
Bulldogs doing a great job at out-muscling the Raiders so far in this one.
Yeah, their forecheck has really hit home.
And especially when you come up off a strong weekend like last week, the expectation, I feel like, for Chad Davis is that they're going to have a similar game, and they're making life pretty tough for the Raiders right now. But here's some steps from Einbeck. She gets taken down as she was wheeling to the net. Taken away, here's Carmen Anderson. Puts on the wheels, Anderson, breakaway, moves it over, too much for Wolfschlager. Would have been better just to get a shot off. Wolfschlager back to Anderson, fed to the top. There's a slap shot that's redirected wide for Maya Roy. Anderson again awaiting a pass. So skim around the kick plate. It's off for Einbeck. Raiders will clear out. Hansen catches MSOE in a change, walks it in. Hansen shot blocker to side. Fans wanted one and it almost went. LaSalle in a spin cycle gets taken down. This is lassoed up the boards. Maya Roy will control it as it bounces off the feet of Sarah Kopf. Tipping it down is Maya Roy. Trubin right with her to help out. It's given away for Lapsa. Now in the slot, here's Williams. Great sliding play by Maya Roy to take it away from the stick blade. Courtney Ben. Off for Dopida. Now to the slot, LaSalle. Great stop by Melisa. Flashes the leather on Tia LaSalle. How about that save?
Yeah, LaSalle just found herself all by and all alone. And right in the middle of the top of the slot here. As you'll see, this pass gets overlooked her. She just gets left by the defense of the Raiders. And what a save by Melisa. Robs LaSalle of an easy goal.
Wow, what a great save from Laura Melisa. LaSalle just vanishing behind the defenses there as she comes up with another stop.
Yeah, the defense pretty much just lost their girl, and you can't really have that, especially with a shooter like LaSalle, and she's an amazing player, but Melisa gets the better of her that time.
Avalone dumps it in deep. Raiders play it to the far side. And Rainbows in the air, ultimately settles back down. Not too much time left in the first period. It's been some strong efforts from the Bulldogs so far. Avalone goes to the boards for Hubenschmidt. Maybe time for one last rush. Allie Hubenschmidt with 2 toe drags. Back to the left point. Now on the right side, Avalone shot through a sea of bodies there. It got all the way through, and Melisa again trapping it with the chest.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hard for Melisa to see that puck completely. She had at least 4 bodies in front of the net. But she was able to track that one down as it kind of fluttered right into the midsection.
16.3 seconds left as Katy Perry's TJIF plays on a nice Friday evening here from the AIA. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for that, but you never know.
I'm sure all the players are really saying those words after exam week.
Oh, I definitely can bet on that. A last second shot, 2 seconds and 1, but not before one whistle as they call offsides. But hey, we get more Katy Perry now, so I think all is right in the world.
Oh boy.
One last neutral zone draw to close out the first period. They'll simply tie up, the horn will go, and the end of the first. Bulldogs skate into the second period with a nice, comfortable 2-0 lead and really just outworking the Raiders. Shots 19-1, and the only one that Stack saw not from an area that was too difficult for her to make a stop. But great play from the Bulldogs, who are coming off a fantastic weekend last week.
Yeah, it's really best been their forecheck, and the Raider defense is just trying to go glassing out, but Bulldogs just putting that puck right back into the zone and going back to work, and you can just see that eventually, as this game goes on, they're going to tire out the defense even more of the Raiders. The Raiders defense had long shifts at points, but we'll see how it continues with 2 more periods to go.
Bulldogs look to continue the rally and extend their lead. They hold on 2-0 after the end of the first period. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth at the Arrington Ice Arena. We'll be back with second period action. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, welcome to the home of Adrian College Athletics. Brought to you by Adrian College Television. Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today, and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Back at the Arrington Ice Arena, 20 minutes played, and now our second frame of Bulldog hockey here in Adrian, Michigan. Friday fun day at the AIA, 2-0 lead for Adrian College. For those of you just tuning in, here's Simon with a quick shot, squeaks it through, and it's stopped quickly by Melisa. Couldn't even get through the goal recap.
It was a quick 10 seconds.
Yeah. 20 shots to 1, the total on the board right now. Goals from Tia LaSalle and Riley Johnson. As we get to where we are now. So we'll swing around the boards. Played back deep for Simon. Gets worked up into the boards, and there is a penalty on the play. The signal was for a high stick. Is this going against Simon?
I think so.
I didn't necessarily see where the high stick was.
Neither did I. Must have just clipped somebody in the neck area, that would be my guess. Right, when she battled into that corner, getting that puck out.
So we continue play, and another power play chance now for the Raiders. 0 for 1 on the day. She'll take another crack at things. There's another arm up on the play. And we'll see who it's against. And I think this will cancel things out, and looks like indeed it is. Ariel Lapsa is called to the box for head contact. I didn't really see where that was either.
It had to be in that scrum in that corner again.
Huh. 2 weird penalties.
Yeah, no kidding.
And 1 minute and 38 seconds of 4-on-4 time. Bulldogs win the faceoff back to the point. Trubin goes off to the side for Roy, holding on the hash marks. There's a good tip in front by Lorai, and Maliza comes up with another great stop. Roy goes back for Lorai, drops for Trubin. She'll hem one in, played in the slot. It's still loose. Great stop by Maliza, and again she'll hold on.
It was a good sequence of events there for the Bulldogs. Good passing going around. And Trubin looking for that backdoor play. And Johnson was speeding in there. The defense for the Raiders were kind of trying to just cancel her out and had no clue the puck was right behind her.
Incidental contact to the head is the call.
I've never heard that call before.
Yeah, that's not one that you get very often, but I guess the officials saw something. And even as a Bulldog fan, I was a little bit surprised by that myself. So nonetheless, 4-on-4. This will stay right in the middle of the blue line as it continues onside. Lorai tried to swoop in to pick it up, and the Raider bench going crazy for a nice deke from Williams, but her shot doesn't do anything, so they're probably not going to cheer for that. Trubin goes off the wall for Johnson. Now to Lorai. Right side wing, out waits. There's a toe drag and a blocker save by Maliza. Walking it down is Bogan. Dopida swoops in to try and work it free. Off the boards and around the dasher it goes. Picked up by Clute. Now here's a rush from Einbeck. Good cutting move. Stopped before she could shoot. Bulldogs are at full strength. This will play for Simon. Was waiting to see if she was going to get called down for offsides. And 10 seconds of power play time. Goes to Courtney Ben. Dopida poke checks it up the boards. Tapping of the stick to our right from Stack. And the Raiders get their last skater out, so we're back to 5-on-5. Here's Simon looking backhand. Taken away from her. Takes out her player in the process. Einbeck catches a pass along the wall. Hansen puts it in reverse. Ariel Lopsa forwards a pass for McDonald's. Now it's Pietrucha. Picks up the wheels and gives up a pass to nobody. Emerson carrying over the line, and a good save from Stack. Held on, and she'll get the whistle. Second shot of the game for the Raiders. 16:32 left to go here in the second period.
Not much going for either side to start the second period. The power play turned into 4-on-4 hockey, kind of caused that to happen. Normally 4-on-4 would mean more ice, but kind of just canceled everyone out.
Avalone looks to the half wall. Raider players standing. Bulldogs sitting down. There's a good move off for Wolfslager. Her shot blocked in the slot by Kopf. Played back for Avalone. She lets a long shot go. Saved by Maliza and is awarded the whistle.
There's a good move there by Anderson. By Wolfslager in the middle of the slot. Luckily, it was blocked. The Raider fan, you can see just the aggressiveness out of the defense for the Bulldogs, stepping at pretty much every single puck.
Bulldogs all offense in this game have done their part defending for when they've had to, but have not had to do a whole lot of it. Really just dominating over the Raiders at this point. Deep roster as Maya Roy will spin a shot through. It's blocked by Jackson. Roy again with some nice stick handling moves. Her backhand pass is cleared off to the side. Einbeck will race after it with Simon, and she gets in the way in time to make the play. Hugh Danish in the corner. Waiting there as touching up is Jackson. Lowry a pass to Simon. Back to Lowry. Fakes the slap shot, goes to the wing. There's a shot from the angle. Pad saved by Melisa. Nowhere to shoot for Roy. Played to the slot once more and turned over. Einbeck is tripped up, and this will be called down again. Another penalty for the Bulldogs. And 2 more minutes of power play time.
Yeah, for the Raiders, you're hoping they're not going to take another one, so you can actually have some power play time. And the last one was only 10 seconds long, so make sure you don't get any penalties and you stay with the puck in the zone and get a couple of shots on now, which they haven't been really able to do this whole entire game.
They tie it up on the draw. Kicks to the point. Now work to the side. Here's a shot. Goes wide of the glove of Stack. Trubin rips it around the boards. Some good speed around the zone from Lapsa. Gave it away for Williams, looking for the wraparound. Williams fires one. It's blocked in front, and the Bulldogs clear. Gia Avalone getting in the way of that one. Simon intercepts. Good forecheck despite being shorthanded. Raiders caught with their head down as it's shifted for Bauman. Trubin will gather underneath the red line, overskated it as she went to pick the puck up. 60 seconds gone in the 5-on-4. Raiders with one shot attempt, but it never reached the goal. Banked off the glass, cleared all the way down. McDonald gave it away. This will hit the scoreboard on overhanging the Bruiser logo. That will be an invoice for the away team, likely. 13:33 left to go in the second period. 42 seconds left to go in the power play.
I don't know, it's a little incidental, just one that goes, a pass that goes off of a stick.
Accidents happen, you gotta have Allstate. Little time left. Bulldogs again will dump it down. McDonald goes for Jackson on the wing. Will get it right back and holds on to it. Wolschlager faked her approach, and it's redirected back for Jackson. She can't get it out. McDonald goes over for Mandia. Mandia with some skates. 5 seconds left to go. Avalone picks it up on the boards, tries to extend the blade out to poke it away. And the Bulldogs back to even strength as trying to catch the ground ball was Stack. Worked for Johnson, no icing, so we'll continue. Stacy Clute looks towards the near wall as she handles it in the corner. Played up top for Carpenter, who couldn't control it. Avalone shoots it in. Hubenschmidt looking to chase it down. No options for her to pass, so she held on along the wall. Simon can't control it. Einbeck with a series of good plays. As Carpenter right behind her. Here's a 2-on-1 situation for the Raiders, but they turn it over. Pull-up move from Trubin. Now a 3-on-2 the other way. Here's Johnson to Carpenter, falling down, but still getting the shot off. It was never saved by Melisa. Johnson slaps it to the boards. Annika Hansen lost it in the back end. It's played up top for Bechtold. And this will crisscross zones as Jutz will play it up the wall. Jutz feathers a backhand pass. Turned over for Trubin, who simply elects to dump it in. Worked around, it's Simon. Played around the half wall. Now to the top, hard hit along the boards. Shot from the point from LaSalle goes wide. Hansen along the dasher. LaSalle gets stick-checked away. Play is still on sides. It's recollected by Ben, who scans for a pass receiver. It's ultimately Hansen who bumps away with McDonald. And here's a steal. Dopaida with a good back check. Forced the Raiders to make a play too quickly. Courtney Ben goes through her legs. Tried to get in a shooting position, was just barely off balance. Nifty little play from the leading goal scorer for the Bulldogs. Dopaida with some room to work with. They move it over through the blue paint, and Wolschlager can't slap it in the back of the net. Maya Roy's high shot gets blocked out in front and rotates wide underneath the 10-minute mark here in the second period. Game still 2-0. Both of those goals in the first period. Carmen Anderson looking for some kind of lane. It's found in Maya Roy. Now to Simon, to the slot. Anderson lets it go. Shoulder up. Great stop by Melisa. Was in a half butterfly position there as she shrugged the shoulders. Simon with wheels. Looking downhill, her shot deflected and arced over everybody's head. Anderson lets one go. Tipped in front, they score! Great shot from Carmen Anderson. And an even better deflection. I believe that's going to be Riley Johnson's second of the night.
You're going to be exactly right here, Herms. This puck's going to move over to Anderson. A beautiful shot and more of a beautiful tip. And it confuses the goaltender and Melisa completely as that puck was going straight to her midsection and gets tipped up into the top left corner. And the Bulldogs finally find their way to make this game 3-0. They haven't had a whistle, it seems like forever, probably since the penalty was called. And we get our first whistle since then, and it turns out to be a goal in the favor of Adrian College.
This is slashed around the boards. 8:47 left to go here in the second period. And the Bulldogs extending their lead to 3. Trubin fires a shot. That goes wide again. Adrian College looking for a redirection in front. Lowry works around the zone. Her wrist shot, loose in front. Skyrockets in the air. They still scramble for it. Pops out for Trubin. And a good glove save by Melisa to follow up.
I was more surprised that shot got through than anything else because there were 4 Raiders that were right in the middle of the shooting lane for Trubin, but she was able to pick her head up and pick her spot too. So it was even a better save from Melisa to fight through the traffic of her own players and make that stop with her glove.
Udanish works it off the face-off. Trubin shovels to the side for Wolschlager. 180, hits the brakes, a good move. Works it to Anderson. They tried to feed her back in front. Anderson with a pirouette of her own. Trubin's shot blocked in front. A great save. Melisa, 2 fantastic stops on the doorstep. They look net front again, trying to hit Anderson. It goes wide. Bulldogs turning up the heat. Trubin puts one through, blocker save. Avalone to Anderson. Back for Hugh Danish, top of the circle. Lets a shot, scores! Jocelyn Hugh Danish, and just like that, it's 4-0 Dogs.
That was an absolute dominant shift by the Bulldogs there, Herms, and it ends up with a goal from Hudanish, who kind of for a second had no idea that puck went in, but it was a quick shot, and she picked her spot just right underneath the glove and right above the pad, which is a hard place to stop for a goaltender. And the Bulldogs double their lead from 2 in the first period to 4 here in the second.
Took them a little while to find the back of the net again here in the second, but now they've done it in about 2 minutes of time. Good pressure from the Lady Dogs. Tia LaSalle, rink wide. They play it on top of the circle. Roy's heavy slap shot. Dopida got a piece of it with the lumber in front. She'll work it up top for Simon, lets it go. Blocked, covered by Melisa. And this time she'll get the whistle.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of tips in front of the net and a lot of traffic too. Bulldogs just going low to high with the puck and relying on their amazing defense to shoot the pucks low, and the sticks of the forwards being able to tip them extremely well.
Quick play along the wall by Jutz. Skimmed back down low for Balweg. 2-on-2 puck scrum in the corner, or rather behind the net. They try and dig it free. There's a hard check there along the wall from Courtney Ben to separate everybody. Honestly surprised that wasn't called.
Yeah, me too, Herms.
Good Mohawk from Simon as she opens up for a pass to Dopida. Escorts to Roy. Good passing play there. They were trying to find Carpenter. This is deflected in front. Melisa will cover. And it was Carpenter who had some extra hacks and whacks after the whistle.
Yeah, she tried to get that puck loose, and the defense for the Raiders didn't like it that much and gave her a whack, so she returned the favor.
6:21 left to go in the second period. Shots 31-3 in favor of the Bulldogs. Trubin's shot snared by Melisa, and there's a penalty on the play. It's going to be against the Bulldogs as Carmen Anderson, or that was Allie Hubenschmidt, saw the 4, didn't see the second 4. That's number 44, Allie Hubenschmidt, going to the box.
Did you catch the call?
I didn't see it. They just threw her in the box.
Another penalty, though, for the Bulldogs.
Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Happy to have you join us here this Friday evening at the Arrington Ice Arena. Some good Bulldog hockey. Shot from the point, stopped by Stack. Gets the glove on top of it, and the first shot in quite some time for the Raiders.
Now it was a low shot too, and usually you expect the rebound, but Stack was able to consume all of that one, and it kind of just plopped right in front of her, and she was able to put a glove on it real quick.
Thrown out of the draw was Williams. Finally, we resume play. Emerson, the right blue line, goes D wide for Williams. And the Raiders look to set up in zone. Carmen Anderson's toe drag was unsuccessful as it's played back to the point. Anderson turning on the Jets right behind Williams. Moved off to the far wing. Lilo Emerson gave it up with a back pass. Tangled up in the corner. Nobody can dig it loose just yet. It popped out for a second, and now finally it's free. Anderson gets a stick to the face as Trubin gets to it. They go off the boards and out. It's Jackson again retreating. Anderson hops over the bench. Here's a quick pass for Jackson along the right wing. Easy save made for Stack, and she'll hold on. 4:58 left to go in the second period.
mentioned in the first period about the Bulldogs kind of just outpowering this Raiders squad, and right there was a great example of it. There was 3 Raiders and 2 Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs were able to come up with that puck and be able to clear it. So it comes to show just the also strength of this Adrian team.
When they're playing their game, they're a team that really just doesn't give up a lot of space in open ice. Systems-wide, they're pretty intelligent and most of the time as well in the right areas on the ice. Here's Jutz with a hard wrist shot that gets blocked by Stack. Cleared out again, 15 seconds left to go in the 5-on-4. Raiders have been unsuccessful for the whole day on the power play. PK unit for Adrian College coming up large. And the last second ticking off the clock, and that'll do it. Euben Schmidt exits the sin bin. Flung to the top. Dopaida repositions down low. Punched by LaSalle. Simon tees it up. Scores! Or rather, no, it hit the outside of the net. I saw the white twine move, and it even fooled me from up here in the booth.
From our angle, it looked like it went in. So
that really looked like it went
yeah.
in. Never know what you're going to get here at the AIA. Dopaida is wide, and they shovel it over for her. And the official blows a tire in the corner. Ice is slippery. Trubin back at her blue line. Launches a pass for Dopaida. Unintentionally played through the legs of Ben. She'll get it back. Cuts through the zone. A toe drag. Great move. Her shot through traffic. Still loose there. Dopaida was tied up with a stick check. Back pass to the top of the circle. Raiders looking to exit the zone. They're able to do it finally. As Howe tangled up in front of the AC bench. Off the wall, Trubin's shot deflected. There's an arm up on the play, and this will be a penalty against the Raiders. Stack was just getting back to the bench as the whistle was blown. Bulldogs 0 for 1 today will have their second chance at a power play as Sarah Kopf escorted to the box.
Yeah, sometimes when you're in the far change in the second period, you can have your defensemen get extremely tired out there, especially when the Bulldogs are just pressuring the whole entire time. And Kopf and her defenseman partner got really tired out there, and eventually she caused a penalty, and it was a roughing, and Adrian's on the power play.
Trubin looks to the net, and now it's Roy. Back for Trubin. Lets a shot go. It's blocked by Ballweg. Skating backwards is Roy. Heading in, Trubin for LaSalle. They work it around. The shot was there, but it bounced off the blade. Roy's shot, patted away by Maliza, has been strong today. This is cleared out. Roy got a piece of it as she tried to tip it down. Trubin taking her time as she was getting to the puck. Ariel Lapsa caught up, but couldn't make the play in time. Now it's worked free. There's a 2-on-1 with LaSalle on the wing. Shot, scores! Johnson! It's a hat trick! 5-0 Bulldogs!
She picked her corner once again here. 2-on-1 and almost a bottle popper right there as she went top right for her third of the game and make sure to grab that puck. And it's a hat trick for her, and the Bulldogs are up by 5.
So coming into the game, Riley Johnson had 4 goals. Now she has 7.
What are the odds that she doubles it today?
You never know, and I think, or she's 2 points shy of being behind Courtney Ben now.
Sheesh.
I think the officials lost the puck.
No, I think they took it.
I don't think they did. Or, no, they did. They were just messing with the officials, but they get a new one now.
Well, usually when a milestone or a player's first goal or a hat trick, usually a player when the team grabs the puck, so that can definitely confuse an official that's looking for it in the back of the net.
.144 left to go in the second period. Now 90 seconds as it's picked up behind the net. Riley Johnson played a decent amount of games her first 2 years of her collegiate career with Mercyhurst. Last season was pointless through 28 games, and her first season played 15, only had a goal and assist for 2 points. In 12 games, played, or now this is the 13th, she's got 19 points. How about that?
It's awfully impressive how easy you can just flip the script of your career.
It's a easy way to say if the boot fits. And like a glass slipper, the relationship for Riley Johnson and the Bulldogs working out very well.
Yeah, sometimes this can be, this don't fit necessarily where you're at, and you find somewhere that this works and you have good chemistry with your line mates, and all of a sudden you have 19 points in 13 games.
Similar story from a couple of years ago, though you never got to see him play, but on the men's side, Matu Spodniak for the NCAA Division III men's team here.
Yeah, I saw him for 1 year.
Well, his senior year, I think it was my freshman year.
Huh.
I think you've seen him play before when he comes back to visit, but playing in the ECHL, played his first 2 years with AIC in Division I, and really was not given a whole bunch of playing time, and then did 3 years here with the Bulldogs, won a national championship, and every year was well over 40 points and won Player of the Year. So sometimes it's just about a change of scenery. 10 seconds left, Wolfschlager's last shot, gobbled up by Maliza, and 6.4 remaining before the end of the second.
The Bulldogs currently have 37 shots on net, so you want to talk about the score being pretty dominant. That itself showcases that as well, but Maliza's had an outstanding game in my opinion. It's that all these high quality chances that Adrian's had eventually goes in.
This is picked up by Crockett, sent on net, last second, and it's stopped as the buzzer goes. One more goal than they scored in the first period. In that first 20, it was 2. In this 20, it was 3, but a hat trick from Riley Johnson. How about that? And the second period, 40 minutes, done and over with here at the AIA. 5-0 the score. As we head into the third period, it's really just been all Bulldogs this game, and you have to tip your cap to Laura Maliza. She's playing fantastic, but just really getting peppered in net, and the Bulldogs looking to make quick work as we skate into the third.
Yeah, I mean, you have 39 shots on net. That's a huge number, but pretty much half of those being high quality, just right around the net, top of the crease, middle of the slot, 2-on-1s, and eventually they're just going to go in. And for the first 10 minutes of this second period, the Bulldogs didn't find a way to score a goal. They were struggling a little bit with having taken penalties, but eventually they found one, and then from there on out they found 2 more, and that's how we're at a score of 5-0.
Our score, half of 10-0 as the second period ends. 40 minutes gone, 20 still more to go in regulation. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Third period of regulation play coming up after the break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, welcome to the home of Adrian College Athletics, brought to you by Adrian College Television. Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years, never experienced before you arrive today, and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
Back inside the Arrington Ice Arena, 20 minutes left of regulation play in this third period, and we'll resume play at the AIA. 5-0 the score. For those of you just tuning in now, Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman, up here in the booth, happy to have you rejoin us. Here's Carmen Anderson with a quick step on the right wing, looks to the middle, taken away. Trying to hit Jocelyn Hudanish as it's stripped from her, and it'll translate backwards. Maya Roy with a fast pass to Anderson, has support to her left, and she gave it up. Trubin is taken out on the play. And galloping up is Lapsa. Lapsa's shot deflected. Doesn't hit the mark. Here's Trubin. Waiting for Wolschlager. And Ballweg swings it wide. Tied up in front of the bench area. Clear down. Jackson will back skate it. Maya Roy gains some time, puts it on nets, and easily stopped by Maliza. Lorai with 2 toe drags. It was dropped back for her, but she wasn't expecting the pass. Sent back the other way. There's Simon. Sends a quick feed up ice. 3 ahead for the Bulldogs. Lorai on the wing. Carrying along the wall is Bogan. And it'll bank off the boards. It's Avalone. We'll send this over for Lorai. Lorai's in, shifts over, and Simon can't catch the pass. 2 minutes, 10 seconds gone in the third period. And it's left all the way down. Stack will cancel out the icing and swipes one up ice for Avalone. She'll carry it ahead. Starts to get put into motion. Avalone has a back checker behind her in Beckgold. There's a racing Maddie Williams. Nothing going for her as this is moved over to the corner. Tangled up there, Dopida waits for it to be moved free. This is stopped by the skate of Roy, pulls up, stutter step, nice move. Now she'll cut to the slot. Skating up Main Street, crosses over the center red line. Maya Roy doing it herself, scores! Coast to coast for Maya Roy. A beauty, and it's 6-0.
She was so nonchalant about that one, Herms. She made a couple of great moves in the D zone, and then absolutely goes a ripper on net. Goes blocker side and finds herself with another goal. I think that's 3 goals in 3 games for her.
That was a long distance shot for Maya Roy and just beat Melisa clean.
She used the defenseman as a screen.
Trubin gets to this one, lets the shot go. Circles wide. As back to it is Williams. Stack softly plays it aside. Slap passed around the cage. Bauman redistributes to the near side corner for Williams. It's cleared out, played behind Carpenter, left it behind her. Up and over goes Trubin. Locked up along the wall. Teammates come to try and help her out. Still nobody can get it out of the scrum. Kicked loose, Trubin will tie it up again with the left skate. And it's Ballweg is able to shovel a pass off the glass and off to the neutral zone. Maya Roy will get right back after it again. Roy cutting in. Pitchforked off of her stick and a long wrist shot. Gloved down by Melisa.
Yeah, the defense for Adrian, seeing Roy going in there from coast to coast, and a couple of plays themselves that they try to get in. Trubin tried to do it herself too, but Lisa showing that it was just a one-time thing.
Lifted off the high boards, played into the bench area, almost takes out head coach Chad Davis. Glad that didn't hit him at all.
Yeah, no clue where that puck was either. It just went right past him, so thankfully that didn't hit him at all, just like you mentioned.
A good shot of both benches there as the 6th goal being announced over the PA. Rotated wide for Johnson, who's looking for more. Slap shot from the point, deflected in front, goes wide. Bottom of the circle. This is Zong. Hit hard into the boards. This is going to be a body checking penalty. It looks like on Emma Simon.
Yeah, she just finished her hit on Jackson, and you can't do that in this league. So another penalty from the Bulldogs. Struggled a little bit on staying disciplined in the second period, and it seems to continue here just over 5 minutes into the third.
5th penalty of the day for the Bulldogs, and MSOE has had difficulty on all of them. We'll see how they fare on this attempt. Williams gave her pass up quickly to Pomerleau, who stripped it in a hurry. Williams has it here, tries to go for a rush. Smart play from Anderson to move play back towards the board side. Lilo Emerson gave it up. Bulldogs shorthanded, looking for a shot. Trubin to Anderson, back to Trubin, waiting, lets it go, blocked off a shoulder in front, and it doesn't go. 60 seconds going by. There was a stick that got flipped up into the air. That looks like Anderson, who lost her weapon. Trubin for Pomerleau, shot blockered aside by Melizzi. Out waiting there in the corner. This is moved off and escorted to the wall. Bulldogs will force play back to the right corner. 22 seconds left to go in the power play. As Wolschlager, fresh off the bench, chases this puck down. Fishes it out for Udanish. And 10 seconds left to go here. One last rush on the power play for MSOE, and they turn it over again. Gray Mandia plays it, and a hard hit on the boards on Udanish. Scary collision there. And this is also going to be a roughing call, so when one penalty ends, another begins, and the Bulldogs will have some more 5-on-4 time. 1 for 2 on the day so far.
And that PK was really just all offensive zone for the Bulldogs. They really had the chances that normally don't see, but now they're on the power play to put another one home, hopefully.
Maya Roy goes cross ice for Trubin. Back up top for Roy. Lets a shot go wide to the pad. They played in front of the nets. And diving down was Williams, tried to swipe it away. Came up empty-handed. Trubin bumped off the puck. Raiders look to clear. First attempt was canceled out. Johnson goes low, and they swing it in front. A great save, the rebound. Dopaida cashes in. A touchdown for the Bulldogs. It's 7-0.
And Dopaida tries to go across crease here, and it's passed off, and she's got a wide open cage and scores another one for the Bulldogs, and now they're going to be 2 for 3 on the power play and completely dominant in this game.
It's a hard rebound to give out in front. Melisa came up with a great first stop and no help on the defensive side of things. This is tipped through the lane. 12:10 left to go here in the first, for the third period. Mixed up there. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
This is swung around the zone. Avery Zong ties up. Raiders look to get out of the zone. Some quick passing. Played back for Jutz. Squares it up the boards. And it's tied up once again. Bulldogs doing a great job at tying the puck up along the wall. And I feel like they've came away with a lot of the puck battles too, but this time they don't. I spoke too soon. Howe works her way in. Easily taken off the puck. Hubenschmidt way up ice, but instead it's rushed by Simon. Simon works around all herself. Circles, gets this to Avalone. Fake the pass, let it go in front. Bobbled around on the crease, and they can't get it to be shelved. Pushed up the boards for Lowry, top of the circle. Lets a shot go, it's wide to the glove of Melisa. Simon back at her own blue, gets a nice pass to Lowry, who's up ice. Feeding it through, great save! An extended blocker stop by Melisa on the redirection. And again, the Bulldogs right on the doorstep. Melisa has had some tremendous saves in this game.
Yeah, she really has. That one was a beautiful tip right in front of the net on a cross crease pass, and it was going for that top left corner, and Melisa comes up with the blocker and then a couple other saves on the rebound.
This plays back for Jackson. And for Melisa, really, the score doesn't reflect how strong her play has been. She's hung in there and has just had an absolute battle in front of her. And as a fellow netminder myself, you definitely have to feel when you see games like this.
Yeah, because there's nothing really she can do about it at all. I mean, just like that last goal, which makes an unbelievable save on the cross-crease pass, and then the rebound is just wide open there in a yawning cage because no defense is back for her.
Crunched into the wall was Annika Hansen. This is slipped up the ice for Lowry, who got a piece of it on the entry, but couldn't control it. Long fluttering shot, glove down, played to the wall. Now to the point for Carpenter. Off for Lowry, drops for Wolschlager. A couple of dangles, but no shot. 9:30 left to go here in the third period. Dogs up 7-0 over the MSOE Raiders. Hansen has to make the long skate back. Right behind her is Williams. Is able to guide it aside. And a good pass for Wolschlager. Wolschlager cuts in, feeding the slot. Tied up was Anderson. Played in front of the Raider bench. They slap it back to the D, dumped in. No icing is the decision from the officials, so we continue on. Emerson slides a pass up for Lapsa, who's easily taken off. Again, locked up on the wall. Kicks free for Kopp. Her shot from distance, sticked aside. Udanish, where's that puck? Right in the chest. Anderson goes for a skate on the right wing. Her shot canceled out as she went into the shooting motion. Juts lost it for Dopaida. Walks her way to the front of the net and is taken away from her. Now it's Williams. Lost it for Courtney Benn. Hot shooter, got to watch out. Blocker save made on her shot. Back over the blue line, Avalone will tip it in, and stopping it for a moment was Melisa. LaSalle, soccer kicked that behind her as it swiped away from Ben. Didn't get all of it. Howe carries over the blue line. Ben trying to force it out for Simon, as this will rattle around. Sent to the near side wing. Now for Ben. She's got some space. Ben on the breakaway. In. Off the post. It stayed out. The toe drag shot was the right choice, but it needed to be a couple of inches lower. Now Simon with a chance. Taken out. Puck in the crease. It's cleared. And Melisa got some contact on it. Jackson flips it towards Stack, who watches it on the boards. Stopped there. Carried up ice by Johnson. Has 3 today. Looking for more. Repositioned off the puck, and she'll skate right back to it. Good hard muscles by Mandia. Met by Lowry on the half wall. Here's Jackson. Looking from a hard angle. Bounced in front. It was right there. They can't put it home. 2-on-2 situation now unfolding. Stick down on the play. Had some interference as Lowry gets it on the right face-off dot. Plays it back in a tabletop in front of Melisa. Trubin for Sydney Crockett as she is offside. 6 minutes left to go here in the third period, and this last regulation frame really just flying by.
Yeah, we haven't had much whistles at all. I think there's a couple of penalties were the whistle, and then the goal is probably the last one that we had, but A couple of great chances there for Ben. She's doesn't that toe drag release quite often. As you saw on the breakaway that she had.
Shots 48-7 in favor of Adrian College. Bulldogs have 74 shot attempts, and 48 of them actually turning into shots on goal. MSOE listed at 7 currently. And 16 shot attempts, 2-on-1 unfolding. Hubenschmidt on the right, they play it to her, and it's just field goaled over the crossbar. Good passing play, but they can't put it in the back of the net. Udanish's shot blocked by McDonald's, who received some love taps from the bench. Angled into the far side corner with exactly 5 minutes left to go in the third. McDonald's rushes up the far side wing, plays it off the boards and down. Pietrucha will gather herself as she gets familiar with McDonald's. Anderson lost it as she was carrying it out, and McDonald played it. It is offsides on the Raiders. 4:37 left to go in the third period.
Yeah, the vibes here at AIA have definitely slowed down. You can kind of tell that just a bunch of puck moving around. They go down, and he makes a nice save, and then the puck gets dumped back in immediately, and it's just kind of a rinse and repeat for the Bulldogs so far throughout this whole entire game.
I think the simple message is probably something along the lines of keep it simple. No need to do anything fancy here. You're already up by enough. Just do the little things as we get another goal in front. Anderson to Wolschlager. Doesn't get any more simple than that. A backdoor tap in. It's 8-0.
Yeah, just as you said it, Anderson doesn't make a nice move trying to toe drag anybody. She just goes right around her defender and goes backdoor. And the Bulldogs up now by 8 with 4:15 remaining.
Go hard to the net and good things will follow. 8 goals in total for the Bulldogs, as they've really skated away with this game. Courtney Ben's shot, glove saved by Maliza, and she'll hold on for 8 remaining to go in the third.
Yeah, most of the goals being scored on Maliza so far have been hard ones for her that either go cross crease and she makes a save and the rebound pops out, or a couple of 2-on-1s just like that one that slipped through.
5 different goal scorers on 8 tallies for the Bulldogs. Riley Johnson with 3. Elena Dopaida has 1. Jocelyn Udanish, Tia Lascelles, and Callie Wolschlager all have goals in today's game. Oh, and Maya Roy does as well. How about that?
She had that nice one where she went coast to coast.
How could I forget that?
Yeah, probably the nicest one out of the day, I would say. There's been a few great 2-on-1s, though. They've kept it simple and as concrete in how this Bulldog team is, you know. See the flashes here and there, and other times it's just simple hockey.
Only 7 players today from all the skaters dressed for Adrian College who don't have points. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a great night.
Good spread for Chad Davis. I'm sure he's going to be happy with that. Everybody chipping in to some degree.
Shows the depth of this team, too. It's not just one player, it's everyone, basically.
And that's what you need from your team if you want to make deep runs to the playoffs, reach the NCAA tournament, reach the Frozen Four, and I mean, you gotta win a hard semifinal game at somebody else's rink without your fans. As here's a 2-on-1 for Dopaida. She's shut down on the blue line. But if you want to win it all, it takes a lot. As Stack will gather this dump in with the glove. And Bulldogs last year came up short in the semifinal game. They were leading over Wisconsin River Falls at their rink in Wisconsin and just dropped it late in the third period. And that's something that I feel like a lot of the returners probably have on their minds with everything at stake in this season.
Yeah, you can especially tell on last week's game, especially on the first one, just the emotion, and especially on that Sunday game where they're able to win it, and just that feeling, especially for all the returners, to beat a team that hadn't lose a game in 40 of them. So this Bulldog team is really relentless. That's a simple way just to put it.
These girls want to do it, and no other women's NCAA team for Adrian College has won a national championship. They're one of the last few remaining teams on campus who hasn't won the big prize yet, so they're looking to do it. Little time left to go here in the third period as we talk about Bulldog hockey history. There's an arm up on the play, and a penalty will be called late here as a rough. Will go against Kaylee Simon.
Yeah, it was after the play. I mean, don't really need it in this game that much, but might have been something said to her or something like that, and she just took out the Raider player. And another chance for the Raiders just to do something here.
Power play will close out the game. There's a shot from the point collected by Stack. Couldn't gather it on the first shot as she'll give a blocker to the chest of Williams and Bowman, who are staying in front.
Letting the opposite team know that she's there. She's only faced 10, but she's looked good throughout it.
Stack takes a peek over her shoulder. 90 seconds left. Here's a rush shorthanded from Anderson. A great move. Anderson works it over. Oh, and they lost it at the last second. Pomerleau deked Melisa out of her boots and just couldn't hold on to it. This is fed off the glass, out again. Maybe Anderson can get to one more puck. Delayed offsides as 60 seconds remain in the third period. This is Mandia. Williams with a shot that goes wide. Rattled around the zone, and following it there was Udanish. She'll clear it down.
And Pomerleau with that chance, and talked about it in the first period with 3 defensemen on that first PK unit. And she's getting her opportunity on that 2-on-1 as a forward.
Udanish gets a glove to the face as Wolschlager took a tumble earlier, and the Raider bench liking that. McDonald falls at open ice. Gets met with the ice monster. Wolschlager goes off the boards. 10 seconds left to go. Kopf skates it over. A high shot off target. 1 second left. And that'll do it. The Bulldogs win it 8-0. And a shutout victory for Kira Stack as she gets her third win on the season.
And her second shutout too, so congratulations to her. But it's a good overall effort and offensive time for the Bulldogs. And they win this game 8-0. And sheer dominance really throughout this full 60.
Pure domination from Adrian College as they take this one by a pretty large margin, skating into tomorrow's game, which will be right here on ACTV at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I think that's going to be our last call of the semester. Crazy to think.
It will be.
Both you and I will be preparing for our game later in the evening, so we'll take the time to do that. But we hope you've all enjoyed this game from the Arrington Ice Arena. Have a good holiday season over the next couple of weeks, and we'll see you in 2025. From all of us up here in the booth, 8-0, another Bulldog victory as they skate into tomorrow. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman signing off for 2024. You've been watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.